I hope that nobody who's listening right now invests into this fucking shit. HEX.win. This is probably the most ridiculous scam I've seen since BitConnect, probably. Richard Hart. I swear, there are so many scammers in this space that it makes it very hard to take it seriously sometimes, especially from a point of actually getting a registered ETF or any financial instrument that requires a lot of oversight. I think they raised 35,000 Ethereum, and this shit was supposed to be a free airdrop. Yeah, what's up, Trader Joe? How you doing? This shit was supposed to be an airdrop, right? Meaning you don't pay for it. So turns out that 35,000 Ethereum were sent to him, so that's valued at like 4 million, roughly. And the token price managed to go from, let's see here, 3,700 Satoshis down to 3 in 12 days. This shit tanked 99.93% in 12 days. And on top of that, I mean, let's look at their website quick. He was promising returns of over 10,000%. Promising returns, firstly, in my mind, is illegal. You can't promise anything you don't know the value. It's not, you don't do that. Secondly, I mean, that should kind of ring a few bells. Thirdly, I wish that people would take the time to really study what they're investing in. And greed is always going to supersede everything, unfortunately. However, guys, if it's your hard-earned money, right? So take the time. Feel free to DM me, make a post on Twitter, ask your friends, whatever. Usually the internet's a pretty good place. I mean, you could already tell that some of the big accounts were clearly saying that this shit was a scam way before people actually sent in funds. You had fucking Trayvon James, King Dipshit, like giving the 5 reasons why you should invest in HEX, fucking lifting 4 fingers. Oh man. Anyways, I'm on some other shit right now. Yeah, it's unbelievable. What's up, Brian? What's up, Piotr? Yo, what's up, Ken Bozak? Ken, how you doing, man? Yo, welcome. I love you, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, you claim some for free from your Bitcoin wallet, but not expecting to make money from it. Yeah, that's the thing. It was an airdrop. So, I mean, for those who got free HEX, I mean, it doesn't hurt you, but to those who were convinced to send in money, I mean, I don't even know. And on top of that, piece of shit. 1 second, I got some bones to pick today. And in the meantime, I'm waiting for Ace. He's in traffic right now, and once he gets on, we'll start the stream. Where is it? Here, piece of shit. Some replies were hidden. Whatever. Did you know that you can lower your entry price on something by buying some lower? For instance, if something dropped 90%, you could 2x your stack by spending just 10% more than you originally did. I can't invent this shit, man. Guys like Richard Hart, Craig Wright, eventually they're going to get what's coming. You know what I mean? There's going to be one guy, one person, and they're going to make that person regret it, in my opinion. Usually the universe plays out in such a way that you get what you give. Yeah, Trey is back, dude. Trayvon fucking James. I never thought I'd be in a position to actually, call his bullshit out, but we can now. Biggest argument against HEX is the origin address that gives him a large amount of the distribution. Yeah, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Albie? How you doing, bro? Thanks for hopping on. Yeah, Richard Hart is a dodgy guy for sure. Would never trust him. Bagsy, the vigilante hero we need. And the thing is, guys, like, there's a difference if... Well, technically there's no difference, but there's a difference if you create a project, right? and you have the best intentions at heart and you fail. You know, like you do everything in your power to make it work, and it just doesn't work. Your token dunks 99%. We've seen this happen time and time again. There are a lot of projects that just weren't good ideas, right? And that people invested money in. Technically, the result is the same. However, if you're creating a project solely for the purpose of extracting money from your investors with no utility, no nothing. I mean, I'd want to say so much, but I wouldn't want to get banned on Twitch. However, you just have to watch out for that, especially if it's too good to be true. If you see something and they're promising you a 10,000% gain, any project that promises you any kind of return is is something to look out for. And it's a real shame to people who lost money on this bullshit. It's disheartening, but I think with time, greed will always remain. However, hopefully that's a lesson for some people, and hopefully we'll see less and less in that with time, because this type of shit is unacceptable. And I hope that Richard Hart stops getting invited to conferences to speak to any type of event, because this just clearly shows what his intentions are, and I definitely don't think he's good for the space. Hey, what's up, Scuda? CSC. I still don't understand why people sent in Ethereum. Wasn't it a snapshot of Bitcoin? Yeah, Albie. To the best of my knowledge, I don't know how they... I'm sure he said some bullshit or tweeted something, or maybe it was on the website. I don't know, I really don't know how they... Here, Hex is price positive game theory. But suck my dick. Jesus. This guy took this straight out of... and he said it too in a video. I watched a quick clip of him the other day. He was saying, BitConnect... he named all the scams, and he said, their marketing is great, and this is what we're doing. But literally, I'm gonna lose my mind. Here, someone asked about CSC Casino Coin. I do not even know what the fuck this is, bro. Oh wow. I think this is the top. So yeah, I definitely get the fuck out. If you manage to make what is this? 400%. I'd get out, especially I don't know what this thing is. Casino Coin. Last time we had this kind of volume, look what happened. We topped out around this region and then dipped. So I don't know, 1, 2, 3 impulse waves up. Yeah, I'd definitely cash out right now. Yeah, he got 4 million in Ethereum. Crazy fucking shit. What's up, FEP Nation? He's intelligent and good with words, which is bad news for newbies. Yes, that's really true. Oftentimes the best con men are the smartest, and they have good lingo and they know how to persuade people. And it's just, it is what it is. So yeah, quick look at Bitcoin. To me, it looks like ass. I think we're gonna be retesting one that either. Hold up. Let me pull out the studs here. Here. That's where I have take profits. I have a short from 71 something. I think we're gonna swoop the low, something like that. There's a possibility we tank through, but I don't know. I'm not convinced just yet. But what I do see is that we're consistently just bleeding out. So to me, this isn't good. I think we're gonna see something like this. But yeah, that's Bitcoin. I know there are a few altcoins that have been doing some good stuff. Ren saw some love. I still think we're gonna hit 58. 589. It dipped a bit lower than I had anticipated at first, but let me start fresh here. So I think we'll see something like this. maybe all the way up to 589. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked at Ren. Zen Cash is killing it. This is actually one of the better performing assets at the moment. Yeah, to me Zen is pretty. This is good. It gets a check mark right there. Yeah, like what's the worst scam that you guys have heard of before? Is it BitConnect? Is there a different one? Have you guys ever been caught in one? If so, like, tell me how it went down. I'm very curious. Hey. Zcash, yeah, sure, no problem. What's my take on Matic? Yeah, thanks for the mask compliment. All right, let's start with Matic, then we'll move towards Zcash. So yeah, we saw this disaster, right? What did I draw here? So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna follow this path for Matic, and I drew this when we were over here. I think we're probably going to dip into. This is a bit deep actually. I think it's gonna. Interesting too. Like we have the POC here at 134. We almost reached it in one daily candle. Ridiculous. But you can see where people started reshorting again. So yeah, if I were to look for a bounce area, I'd probably let's see what looks best. Yeah, I think 165, something like that. And then we might continue, maybe dip back down, because, well, let's put this on the weekly. It's going to be so disgusting. This is the type of chart that just makes you, like, not trust a project anymore. You know what I mean? This is madness. And I was watching Wendio's stream, and the CEO, I think it was the CEO, I could be mistaken, he was mentioning how they didn't anticipate, they anticipated something like this happening, but not to that, not this kind of fucking drop. But they were aware that it was a possibility, and apparently they begged exchanges not to list their token on margin, because apparently what happened is that, people just leveraged heavy shorts, and it just cascaded through the stops and destroyed everything. And I remember on top of that, Matic was around, where was it? Yeah, here. I think this is like the EQ. Actually, no, this is the EQ. I was about to put some bids here. We were around this area, but I didn't. I forgot, and I am fucking happy that I did, because like this is this is crypto in 3 words. This, and it just goes to show that if you don't take profit, if you're greedy, if you don't set a stop loss, if you don't have a target, you're gonna get wrecked. And you can see, you can see what people were thinking. And typically it's a smart idea to take profit at the top, especially for a double top thing. And out of everyone, I think Ace put out a tweet, and he shorted Matic, and a couple other people followed in his stead. And I don't recommend people follow anyone for trades, because you don't know how a trader is managing his side. However, like, a lot of people made multiple 100% gains just because of Ace, so shout out to him. Hopefully he'll be getting out of traffic soon, and he'll join us for a bit. But yeah, so Matic, I don't expect anything good for a little while. It's going to take some time for people to regain confidence in this project, even though we'll say it's not the team's fault, right? This type of shit's unacceptable regardless. Low time frame. How low time frame do you want, Marzel? Thoughts on the VeChain hack theft? Great interview with Nye on his podcast. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Nye's a really cool dude. It was really nice of him to have me on. Hope you guys learned something from it. Damn, we got a lot of requests here. All right. Azuri Finance got me for 12.5. Avoid them. I'll pay double that to find or wreck them. Yeah, that's the thing. Foucault. There's so many shit projects in the space that it's incredible that this much bullshit still, people still get away with it. So yeah, low time frame. Low time frame will start on the 15. So what I see, bullish divergence, pretty significant as well. I think we could make one more small leg down and probably move up to retest to 20, this area. Something like that. Now, once we get here, I'm pretty sure we're going to get rejected, at least all the way up to 220. I think that's what I'd anticipate from that. So let me just draw it. Oops. So something like this. Retest, POC, and then slow bleed for X amount of time. I mean, technically we're still... Let's see if this is a trend line. Let's see what kind of trend line this is. So yeah, so technically we're like what I think, and we're on the weekly right now. I think we'll do this and then, follow the path. And it'll take another, God knows how long this one was. 4 or 5 months, something like this. Similar to Raven. Cyclically, they're quite similar, I'd say. And this is clearly going to take more time. And yeah, this was nice little volume, but ever since they introduced leverage trading, it's the game's changed a bit. Any thoughts on Zen? You bought 2 months ago. Well, we just looked at Zen. However, to me, it's still looking really strong. There's a gap all the way up to 11. Well, basically horizontal resistance here. So 2 months ago, that would place you in September, right? You were in that accumulation zone. So right now you've made over 100%, 150. So, I mean, if you haven't taken, obviously none of this is financial advice, but if you haven't paid yourself or taken any profits, I would. And when I said volume gap, there's a gap all the way up to 11K, meaning that, there was no volume traded during this cascade down, meaning that it shouldn't be too hard for us to blast through it with a bit of volume. Yo, what's up, Ace? How you doing, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, that's great.
Yo. What's up, everybody? Hey, thank you for having me, Bagsy.
Bro,
Sorry, man.
what do you think?
I forgot, since I don't leave my cave, I realized that there's holiday traffic. So, going to get Green Game was a very difficult task.
Yeah. Well, bro, thanks for coming on, homie. It's always fun doing streams with you. So yeah, man. I went on a 20-minute rant about Richard Hart and Hex. Did you know anyone who got fucked over from that?
Well, I don't want to get associated with Hex because I was actually trading Hex, but it was HEXX, which was a completely different Hex coin that I was trading, which I got fucked on. But
right.
No, man, just the way he's talking about it, everything he's saying about it, and just that it just sounds scammy, and it's just like I don't know if these guys are pushing the SEC's buttons or basically pulling the good old "let me see what I can get away with until we can get in trouble" type card.
Mm-hmm.
So, but definitely not something I think anybody should invest in. I mean, maybe you can get away with some gains, maybe you can make some money out of it, but I would put that on the highest risk of investments, like close to BitConnect. Like BitConnect was cool if I would have first invested in it and got out, but once you get in too late, it's just like, hey, you're fucked. But
it's fucked, right?
Hi, everybody in stream and everywhere else. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, I think
any viewers want to say hello to me? It's your boy.
Yeah, it's been a while since I was on the space. Where's Lord Thoreau? I think Thoreau made an account a couple days ago.
He's back.
But it disappeared again, so I don't know. Ripple Bitcoin? Yeah, sure. We can talk about Ripple for a bit.
You can talk about Tezos if you want to talk about
Dude,
Tezos.
we can talk about whatever you want, man.
Yeah, I'm going for a support test on Tezos. I had somebody get very upset with me last night because I wanted to short Tezos after wanting to long Tezos. I was
Really?
like, isn't that kind of how it works?
Yep.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, I mean, I'm looking. Tezos Daily looks like it's doing a support test on yearly support. So from 2017 and 18 and yada yada. So we'll see how it goes up here at this 165 level.
Oh, can you show your screen if you don't mind, or?
Nah, too much sauce on my screen.
Oh,
Can't show
okay.
it to these pathetic viewers. It's like
I
I
see. I
got you
see.
guys. Hold on.
Wow. Fuck. Tezos. Let
Um,
me pull up Tezos on Finex. Um, yeah, this ran more than I thought it would. I think I had a TP at 24K, like 2 weeks ago.
my shit's targeted at fucking $2 just because crypto Twitter's been so obsessed with this being under $1. It's like
Mhm.
for this to only pump to $1.80, that's just like I don't think crypto Twitter's gonna allow that.
Tezos on Finex, I guess. Yeah. I mean, we're basically testing all-time highs here. If you're planning on getting it to Tezos, I'd honestly wait for some type of daily 3-day close above 180. For now, I think it's more likely we see a retrace to, I don't know, like 140s, 150s, 145 maybe, and then I don't know, moon mission. Do you think we're gonna break through here?
No, I think we're gonna bounce off here, man. Bitcoin right now, as far as I'm concerned, is support testing the breakout it did. We had a bullshit support test over here, so God knows if this support test lasts. But if this support test lasts and we do end up coming back out from over here, yeah, Tezos is gonna pump. Tezos hasn't lost any open interest that much.
Really?
It's just the same people messing around with it, and it's not breaking 500 open interest. So definitely looks like there's still some interest in Tezos and low time frames. I mean, just off the bat of this 15-minute chart on FTX just shows like it refuses to break a certain level. Somebody else asked me, they're like, don't you think it'll drop a lot lower than that? And I was like, nah, man, let's just focus on like the 1.160 area right now and see how that holds up. If that holds, then we're on a different like thing. Like as far as I'm also concerned is like, look, this looks like a diagonal line, price action going downwards and sideways and then building up momentum over here and gaining volume on the 15-minute chart. So if at any point Bitcoin starts recovering, this is going to break up and come back up in range again. So that's my outlook.
Well, I hope Bitcoin doesn't recover immediately because I have a pretty big short right now, but we'll see.
Damn. Well,
so XRP, the USD pair looks like a nightmare. I really don't like it. BTC pair looks like it's on support. Let me pull this up on Finex. Actually, no, this chart's dirty. XRP, BTC. Well, I guess we'll go on Binance. Yeah, so right now, I mean, I think on the BTC pair it looks fine. I think BTC is going to be going lower, so XRP typically does the reverse. So
let me know when you're done with that. Let me know when you're done with that. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sure. So yeah, like right now we're at the POC. CCI is showing decreased selling, so the momentum's looking better than it did. I wouldn't touch Ripple myself at the moment. I'm not confident enough, but I think we're going to move up on the BTC pair, but we're going to drop on the USD pair. So I personally think Bitcoin's going to go down. That's just my bias, right? You, Ace?
Your boy's looking at some Seeley coin.
Yeah?
Seeley's been trying to recover up where it's at. I mean, it's kind of sideways price action upwards, but I am trying to do a little bit of a trick and see if we can flip this up over here. If we can flip this little box here, I think we can get more of a push out of Seeley. One more. If I go to the daily, like, it's trying. Kind of looks like what Bitcoin was doing yesterday. Almost exactly like it, actually. So if you look at this right over here, needs to flip that right there. Bitcoin yesterday had to flip that over there and refused to flip that over, and boom. I gotta zoom in though for that for y'all folks on stream. See this diagonal PA up there? It's going upwards. Resistance right there. Can't break over. You know what it means when you can't break over and you can't clear the wick that was caused the other day? You guys should already know that. Wicks and can't break over the wicks is even worse. And then if I go to Seeley, same shit, same PA, almost. Riding up on resistance, can we flip? Awesome. We'll ride that shit higher. If not, then I'm out.
Yeah, regarding XRP-USD, honestly, I think 15 cents, 14, 15 cents, take out all the stops here. That's, yeah. Right,
Can somebody please say hi to me on Twitch so I know you guys are there and aren't just ignoring me? Now, please, somebody.
Yeah, I can see Christo while you're looking at 19 and 15 cents.
Gang, Mr. Pac-Mange! Dude, thank you.
Gang.
I appreciate you, man.
Yo, what's up, Pac-Man? Chart FRM. Hey, what's up, Doms? How you doing?
FRM? I haven't heard that ticker. Let's look it up.
Let's pull us up on weekly.
FRM. Ferret Network. I've never heard of the Ferret Network.
Ferrum.
Yo, Ferret Network has been going. Ferret don't care.
Yeah, Ferrum's been outperforming. Well, right now we're on trendline support. Hold up.
Yo, why didn't you guys mention Ferret to us like early November and not December? We missed out on gains, bros. But not bad though.
Yeah. Technically. Let's see on the daily. I mean, if it were to bounce, I'm pretty sure it's going to be here. Because you have horizontal support, you have trend line support. You could see something like this probably. Now, if we do break this, obviously, if we were to shatter the trend line, bearish retest, I'd get out here. I'd wait on some type of daily close, though. Ideally, what you'd want to see is one of these wicks to the downside, see some nice buy pressure, and it wicks back up. Then I'd stay in Ferrum. But kind of had a double top here. It's big bearish divergence, too, on the daily. So I don't know. This wouldn't be the place to sell it, but if you see this trend line break somehow, then I'd consider at least taking profit or getting out if you manage to buy 300% lower. I don't know what they're up to though. If they had any type of mainnet recently, or this is the sell news, this is the climax, I'd personally get out now. I don't know. I'd forego the 20% bounce. Nice ace.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think you were
quite the artist, bro.
Nah, Ferrum Network doesn't look too ferrety.
Oh, Dom's works with Ferrum. That's really cool. I didn't know that.
Who does?
Dom's Crypto. I had him on at some point I was talking about marketing with him and Girl Gone Crypto.
Okay. Yeah, price action was really nice.
Where could Bitcoin land in the next bull run? Interesting. My target's 60K. I've come to the
lol
to that number. The
odds
are...
Nothing. I'm just fucking with you, man.
Okay, bro. And thanks, man. Yeah, the new mask is looking kind of fresh. I like it.
I don't know if I saw. Yeah, I did see it the other day. What am I talking about?
Yeah. You saw a few things, bro.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's look at what else has been fun. Let's look at ERD.
Hey, I got a question for my viewers. Are you guys flat? Are you guys hedging? Are you guys even know what hedging means in this market right now? Or you guys just looking for altcoin plays? How are you guys taking this Bitcoin dip exactly right now? Or what are you guys doing? For the ones that are actively trading, at least.
I'm just getting marketing deals, bro.
I'm trying. I'm trying, bros.
But yeah, so ERD took out the stops above 35 sats. Huge. Almost a bearish engulfing on the weekly. It's definitely not looking sexy. We'll probably find some support near 25 sats. I'd anticipate some type of bounce there. Then we'd probably move up to retest 29, 30, and from there I have no fucking clue. I think Pierre and the boys are in this right now, so I don't want to talk too much shit about it. But I think we'll definitely find some support shortly from 25, 26 sats. And you'll see how you'll interact with 29 afterwards. Yeah, short time frame, slight bullish divergence on the 1 hour. That's what I don't like about the low Satoshi coins, is that my CCI tool does not work well when the values are just too small. I don't know why it does that, but it just becomes blocky. I don't know if any of your indicators do that, Ace.
Yeah. When candles start looking like what's that coin
Looking like
called?
shit.
NXPS. On like the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anything that looks like that is a no go for most of my indicators.
Dude. Oftentimes, guys, and this is not financial advice, but if you set bids at the lowest low you can find, sometimes you'll just get a scam wake and really get filled, and you can ride that shit to the next high. 104% in 2 weeks. Insane. This is on ERD USDT. Yeah, but to me, ERD on the USD pair looks bearish as well. I think we'll move down to 16.6. We're losing the POC here, so that would be the next area of support. But yeah, what are you guys doing in terms of like strategies? Do you guys have any tether? Do you guys use shorts, you know, on BitMEX, Bybit, whatever? Like, what's adding to your Bitcoin long term? Yeah, a lot of messages on Periscope actually that you can't see, Ace.
Oh man,
Yeah.
my Periscope fans are the best. They're the Twitter people.
Yeah, what about Algorand? Hey, what's up, Chief Thunder? I'm glad you're here, bro. What about Algorand? Algo. It was doing well a few days ago, but I bet that changed. Okay. It's
Do we have any coders in here that know anything about Bitcoin to its like how do I put it? If they understand like the whole verifying process of transactions of Bitcoin, anybody in chat? Just wanted to talk about something I heard.
Ooh.
I probably shouldn't talk about it. I'll probably wait to talk about it, but just curious if you have anybody knowledgeable about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to somebody that's been in Bitcoin since like the fucking beginning ages, and he was like telling me a couple things about Bitcoin, and
Yeah,
I mean,
I think you told me.
yeah, that thing.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, I mean, ever since I heard that, I mean, I've been trying to look into it a little bit more and just DM people about that kind of stuff and just ask them.
Yeah, I mean, who's someone? I think Not So Fast would be someone good for that.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hit him up if you want. So yeah, so for Algo, we're still, I mean, on trend line support. We haven't broken down. There was a bearish divergence, which could have kind of given an indication that we'd see a pullback. But we haven't fallen out. Lower time frames, I think we're going to see a bounce here. So if I were in a long, I'd set a stop beneath 3,500 on the BTC pair, and I don't know, I'd keep it open, because on the weekly, this is a nice V reversal so far. This could change very quickly, but if you zoom out, right, this I don't think this has seen a bounce in ever. Did you invest in Algo at all, Ace?
What's that? I don't invest anymore.
Algo round?
I traded it, but I don't invest anymore.
Yeah. Yo, Jackson, how you doing?
Oh, it's the man.
It's the man.
Soft ass motherfucker.
Dom's is saying mainly on USDT in terms of trading, shorting Bitcoin from 7.2. Yeah, we've been good, man. Christo wants to know, Ace, what's your question?
All right. I'm just trying to like ask it without sounding stupid because
It's impossible.
it was a late. Hey, masked man.
Kidding, bro. Mm-hmm.
So, is somebody able to basically? I know there's a lot of things, a lot more blocks now verifying transactions, but apparently, somebody was telling me that Satoshi was able to change a transaction before, and that is still something that is sort of kind of possible. I mean, it's not the easiest to do, but it is something that's sort of possible to change a block. I don't think I'm wording it right. I'll have to get the right
Well, it's
wording.
basically like a transactional reversion.
Yeah, transactional verse type thing. Yeah, that type of thing. So they were basically saying something that along the lines of that, and basically explaining that that's why those Casa nodes are useless, because they're only verifying what's live and going on. But if any changes get made, they're not verifying any kind of changes that are being made. So I don't know. He was just talking about vulnerabilities in Bitcoin and things like that. I'm not that techie into Bitcoin. I'm an absolute trader, so I don't know half of what he was talking about. But I went to school for computer science. It kind of makes some sense to me. So I don't know. Just I hope somebody understands what I'm talking about without me having to make a tweet about it.
Though Christo's saying a 51% attack.
I don't think that's what he meant, but I can always double check with him.
It is possible as Bitcoin centralized, says Christo. Yeah. That I'm less knowledgeable about as well. I think it would take a lot for that to happen, but
just the fact that the possibility is still there,
yeah.
And just hang on, phone call, 1 sec.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, in regards to VeChain, I called the top on this one, and we made some good money on it. Reason why, it's like, was this volume candle, this bearish divergence. So I think I tweeted out around 102 sats, so around this level. Since then, it's been bleeding out, especially since we saw that hack. Apparently, VeChain got hacked for how much? What percentage of their hold up. Posted about it yesterday. Here, 1.1 billion VeChain tokens were hacked. And I think that's something like 5% ish of the foundation's money. So this happened yesterday, and you can see that it definitely did not help price at all. I mean, we were recovering, however, we just dunked. My initial target is 80 sats, and we hit that yesterday, but this daily candle is not looking good. We also lost that trend line. We were riding since what? I don't know, where was it? Down here? Yeah, whatever. We'll say since November. So for me, personally, I think next stop is probably 67 sats ish, something like this. Whoop. Then retest and then slow bleed out back down here. I think that's what we're going to see. This cycle plays out over and over again. Now, I'd be wrong if we manage to start closing back above 88 sats, 88 to 89. If we're able to get back above the POC and back above this horizontal resistance, pivot area, whatever you want to call it, then I think we'd see another leg. But for me, I think this is done, especially with that recent hack. I mean, that definitely doesn't bode well. You still there, Ace?
Yeah, man, just listening to you rant away.
Yeah, Christo, yeah, the address has been blacklisted, won't make money out of it, but it's the principle. It's the principle of it. But I could be mistaken, but this entire run-up was based off news, off, hype, whatever you want to call it. And this is the part where we go down, in my opinion. And I'll gladly die on that hill. Have you looked at any other projects, Ace, recently for flips?
Not really the environment to do too much. I've been losing more and more interest. I had a bag of Tomogene, but got rid of that one.
Nice.
Yeah, really not too much going on right now. Just kind of, unless I'm shorting stuff, I kind of lost interest of buying again.
Yeah, Tomo pumped. Wow. Dude, that's insane. I didn't know it did it. It went up to 10.8. Huh. Wow. It's funny where that went to. Look where the USD pair went. Can't make up this shit. I bet my life that there were so many stops up here. They took so many stop losses. Yeah, if you guys didn't take any profit off Tomo, y'all are crazy. But yeah, in terms of Bitcoin, Ace, what do you think?
Still the same stance. I mean, looking to see if this a little bit right underneath 7K pumps up out of here.
Oh, I didn't see that trend line.
So we'll see what happens over here if it ends up pumping out. But right now, I'm looking to buy some things if we can get some kind of recovery back over here, rid of this level.
Mm-hmm.
But without that, I mean, Bitcoin is a little bit bearish. I was hoping people have some gems in the chats we can go over, or something
there's a few.
those lines.
Hey, what's up, Bullet Bitcoin? Let Vit hit my 56 bid before buying. I got you, don't worry.
Get out of here, sir, right now.
Wickedest, I want to see some companies partner with marijuana companies to upscale. Legislatory, it's just a matter of time in the US. I mean, how would marijuana companies really benefit from blockchain tech? They wouldn't, in my opinion. What, do you care which mountain your weed came from? No. At least in terms of supply chain, I think.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah?
I mean, sort of, yeah, kind of.
Kind of, but I mean, bro, weed's weed. Like,
I would say that until I saw people who are like really obsessed with it and like really care about it. Then I'm like, wow.
But do you think it warrants a blockchain coin?
Yeah, definitely. You could definitely legitimize it a little bit more because there's so much going on around like the black market as far as like fake products go. Like just an example, some of you guys might know in the chats if you guys are real shot callers. You guys know that like the pens right now are a big issue around the world because there's pens going around that are like fake pens, or people are selling pens to people that are fake, that aren't real stuff.
Like
so if you had ones
up.
that were verified on the blockchain, scan the QR code, make sure it's a real pen, and you're Gucci. If not, then don't open it and don't buy it. Just an example. Same with like edibles and stuff, and just same with like weed itself. I have older people that are always like to me, they're like, well, my doctor was telling me that there's weed laced going around. I'm like, I don't get laced weed. I'm like, you know, even if I did, I'd be dead because I try it before I buy it. So, or whatever.
Yeah, fair enough. Shoot and Shredder says, just like some people buy grass-fed finished beef, some people like high quality. Fair enough.
Dude, grass-fed steak, man. I recently just started eating it, and it is so much better than regular steak.
Yeah, dude. 100%. Wait, let me see something quick. Bolt.
Damn, Bagsy, you're really looking for those alts.
Here, so this is what on November 26th, this is what I thought Bolt would do. And this is on the daily, right? So far, it did pretty much exactly that. Let me fix the trend line, because I added a whole bunch. Here. This here to here. What was this level? 15.5? 15.5.
Oh, Bullet Bitcoin was talking about that coin hitting 56 bids. Oh yeah, man, that shit'll come down. I was looking at all like the partners of that chain too. Regardless of that FUD of whatever happened with the token, they still have really, really nice partnerships that they're pulling out. Whether they're partnerships or alliances, whatever it is, they're still building a pretty decent sized list, which that's what attracts me to projects are who are you associated with and who are you partnered up with, because you're gonna make it yourself.
Yeah. It kind of matters, it kind of doesn't.
Ocean, please. Yo, we don't talk about gems like Ocean on live streams because my bags are not filled, sir.
Yeah. So Bolt retested resistance, rejected. It's pretty obvious. Back to trendline support. I don't know if we're gonna break up or not after that. We'll see. I personally bet on a breakdown just because it's crypto, and usually what people want isn't what people get. That's just the pessimist in me. Ocean, I haven't looked at Ocean in a second. Oh, Ocean looks really good. We're actually at resistance. I'd be taking some off the table right now. 12 hour, 4 hour, yeah, it's tough. It's tough because lower time frames, there's a slight bearish divergence on all of them, but nothing significant. So if you rode Ocean from, anywhere down here, and you haven't taken $1 off, you're a madman. I'd be shaving off maybe 60-70% at this resistance, keeping 30 to 40 open. And yeah, you Ace, you agree, disagree?
Of Ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been getting shilled this one for like forever ago from like a couple people, from Vimo, from Hector. I mean, so many people. It looks like it's broke through in his support testing. So this looks good to me, really good. I mean, a little bit more risk on it, but I would play it. I would play it with some entries.
Albie sent me a tweet. He said, well, okay, hold up. Let me see if I can. I'm going to pull up my DMs quick. I'm just going to hide my screen. Here, Albie sent me this. This is on the HEX page. Someone wrote, today I took out 30% of my children's college fund to buy more HEX. Wish me luck to the moon. Oh, Steve.
Oh, Steve, your children are going to end up on crypto Twitter. Sir.
Steve. Fuck, man.
I feel like half those stories are fabricated lies.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And even if they aren't lies, it's like, well, I don't even believe that stuff half the time. It's like, are there really people this fucking stupid? And if there are, it's like, man, I'm so glad I don't invest anymore.
It's not even stupidity. It's just inexperience and greed. Obviously, everyone's a bit stupid, so I agree in that regard, but it's not stupidity. It's just...
I mean, it wasn't stupid until you used the words, I'm taking it out of my child's fund. Then I was like, well, that's stupid.
I know, I just mean like project as a whole, not necessarily the 30% part, in whatever you invest in. But yeah, anything promising returns, like, stay away from that.
Yeah, I don't think America teaches you how to properly invest. I had my brother argue with me the other day about 401ks and IRAs, and I was like, yo, you can allocate your investments. I'm like, he's like your 401k and stuff can't lose money. He's like, it's guaranteed to make you money.
What?
I'm like, no, it's fucking not. I'm like, if the stock that's associated with it drops, you're losing your money. I'm like, it's simple as that.
Yeah.
He's like, no, that's not how it is. That's not what they told me. I'm like, yeah, because they use fancy words and wordage with you, and that's a scam.
And school doesn't prepare you for that. School doesn't.
Oh yeah, I knew nothing about money when in school. They didn't teach anything about money.
They don't teach you about money. They don't teach you about doing your taxes. They don't teach you about money management. They don't teach you. There's a lot they don't. They teach you about fucking, useless shit. Like, why do I need to know how many moons orbit Venus? When am I going to use that? When I'm on the street living out of a cardboard? Come on. Exactly, Scuda. It's a big waste of time. Depending what it is. Now, you'd have cred come in here tell me I'm a bozo for saying that. I think that, education is fine, but just what we're being taught, that's the issue. So for DAG, I called a top at like 26, 27k sats. So far, we retraced down to 20. We're on trendline support, so we haven't broken down or anything. If anything, this is where we'd likely make a move, another leg if it were to. I still think the top is in. We might have a bounce all the way up to 24, 25 and have some type of head and shoulder bullshit going on. Not that I attribute much to it, but I think we're going to drop from here, drop down to 17, 18k and retest this support line. And from there we see. I do not know. D-Row, I think D-Row fell from grace the other week, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it did. If you were to buy D-Row, this would probably be the place. We're at all-time low, significant bullish divergence on.
Hey, Marathon, what's the Stellar Torch?
Hmm?
Somebody was asking something in Twitch.
Stellar's Torch. Interesting. I don't know. You want to look it up, bro?
I have no idea what he's talking about. That's why I asked.
Oh, okay. Chronos. Interesting. What's Chronos?
Kronos is a pot stock. Yeah, it's kind of shitty right now. Everything's been tanking, so people are kind of like sort of betting on pot stocks, but I don't know. It was really attractive to people just because it's fucking pulled a 14,000% in stock world since 2016.
Wow.
So right when I started trading Bitcoin, I should have just went all in on this, and I would have walked out with this much money. But I chose Bitcoin, so yeah, this looks like it's correcting, and it has a long way to go. Because if I look at this one, I mean, maybe it'll bounce. We'll see how it goes this week, but yeah, anytime it loses this area and this huge gap below that I was talking about, not a fan.
Smiling llama. He's like, Ace, you sound like RoboCop.
Do I?
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm like burning one at the
Don't worry,
same time.
it's smiling llama. Oh.
He can't. It's shitty for me because like I have like the stupid logo of like just the ace of spades on here, so nobody can include me in any of these like lovely memes. It's like, what are you gonna put an ace symbol on somebody's head? So llama, next meme you get, man. I want to be in the background as some kind of like picture or some kind of logo or the carpet.
Anywhere.
Anywhere, just include me.
When are you going to create your own gambling token, Ace?
I was thinking about doing something along the lines of something like that.
Sir.
I need somebody to code me. Well, not really code me, but I was thinking about doing a giveaway type thing on my Twitch to where I'll go ahead and buy some like crypto products or whatever products it is and do a little giveaway for Bitcoin. You do a raffle, you put some Bitcoin up, we'll do the spin live on there, and
that's cool.
You'll win it.
I'm down.
Had my friend's mom do that with something on Facebook. She like went on Facebook and there's like a bunch of old ladies like doing this like weird giveaway shit. And initially I thought it was a scam because she's like, oh man, I just put $9 up for this TV. I'm like, well, good luck. That was a nice $9 you lost. I'm like, so then the next day she hits me up. She's like, look, I won this TV. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. So I give it a couple days. TV gets here in swift time. It was only $9 and it was a raffle. So everybody, well, I guess she won, but everybody else lost. But
yeah,
it was kind of interesting to see that. I would love to do that with Bitcoin or crypto.
Yeah, we could talk after stream if you want. Yes, Llama's saying change your Avi.
Yeah, man, I know. I gotta rebrand eventually.
Oh,
look, Bagsy just got me to change my header, okay?
I like it. It's nice. The torch is a charitable scheme. It gets passed around like a conch. People donate to it and pass it to someone else.
Oh, yeah, like the Bitcoin donate to my Lightning address shit.
Hey, Ace, are you a full-time trader?
So yeah and no. I don't rely on it for my income because I also have a full-time job. So no in that respect. So if it's not like my main source of income, but yes, I am full-time in the sense that I'm watching it from morning to night and in my sleep. So, and I'm trading both legacy and crypto. So yeah, I mean, I kind of trade full-time, but it's not like something I'm heavily reliant on. I would love to be once I can make like 3 years worth of salary in like 1 month to 2 months. That would be great. That's the goal.
That's the dream, bro. What's our main source of income? For me, it's trading. I don't have a job. I'm a stay-at-home
mother.
Single mother, 3 children. We're all full-time gamblers. Exactly.
Nah, bro. I got a full-time job. I got trading on my belt.
Great, man.
I got
I'll talk about it, but you have a great fucking job.
Other schemes. Yeah, man, I work from home, so it's like super. It makes everything super easy.
Easy.
Like half the time I end up playing like leagues while I'm working, and it's like life could not be easier. So I kind of don't like it this easy. So it's kind of annoying, but with trading it works out. But I really do want to quit eventually.
Yeah. Do you have a timeline, or is it more a monetary goal, or just you're feeling out for it?
I'm not one to stay at the same job for too long, so I'm trying to move up in my position to where I can get a different position and get paid like way more than I am right now. So if I can get that within the next couple months, awesome, sweet, let's do it. I'll stay.
Mhm.
If not, I'll have to highly be considering, like, do I want to be stuck here? Do I want to just move on and do something else? Because I can find other jobs, no problem, that pay
Mhm.
way more.
Yeah. Crypto Sweeney, does it not feel really antisocial being at home trading?
Dude, it's
It
terrible,
does,
man.
yeah.
It's fucking terrible. Like, I don't really go out that much as I should.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of sucks, but it's not that bad.
It depends, like, how you manage it.
Yeah, social life is gone. I have none. That's terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for engine right now, here, let me pull up an old chart.
Like, see, to avoid like that, like shitty life that I'm living right now. That's why I've learned it's like being a trader is fun and all, but like now I want to be like that trader that's like part trader making passive income and trading. So that's why like I like doing those option swings for like 2 months. It's like, well, in between those 2 months, I'll just make money and either withdraw a couple contracts here and there for money and still be able to live a life and occasionally go out for food or with friends or for drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Versus doing crypto 24/7 and it's like must trade
Must.
every candle.
Yeah, it's like salsa tequila. Fucking swing trading every day. It's draining the amount he posts. Like all his swings. I find that
I personally love it. I mean, that's awesome.
dude, no. I love that he does that. I just like I'm too lazy to post every trade I do. And on top of that, when you're making split-second decisions, sometimes you don't even have the time. So
Plus,
yes,
I think people really like the fact that he posts his account balance and position sizing.
Yeah.
So I think that really gets people going.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, in regards to engine, I mean, resistance, rejected. I think that, last time it took us 245 days to get out of this accumulation cycle, and we had these similar candles, at least one of them. So I think it's going to take a bit longer on engine coin. I think we'll probably see a retrace to the 800s, maybe a bit 850, and then lunar mission. Says engine. Keep jumping jobs for bigger pay rises. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's how I learned it, dude. Never stay at a job for longer than 2 years if you're making the same amount of pay or not good enough increases. Like, you're just fucking your own self up.
Yeah. At the same time, people don't like change, which I think is a big reason why.
Yeah, if you got a sense of security there and you got like something good going on and they pay good benefits and stuff and you're okay with like what you're making, that's cool. But if you're looking for more money and you're okay with a little bit of a challenge, like, hey man, do not stick at one, especially young guys, like do not stick at one spot. Like, build that experience up. And anybody in stocks right now trading ATVI who's been following me on ATVI, bros, we're gonna moon it. Okay, so I got a fat bag. We're gonna fill this gap, and my body is so ready for ATVI. You guys don't even know. I'm ready for this to flip bullish even more.
Yeah. So for INS, I think we're gonna have a pullback to retest 2.8, and from there, I think we could probably take out the highs at 34.50. But I don't think we're going to be breaking out of this range for a while. Volume's good, though. I just think it's going to take a bit longer. I don't know. Depends what Bitcoin does. But yeah, so those who want a Bitcoin analysis, go back to the beginning of the stream. We did it twice. Did we take a look at FTM? Yeah, sure. Captain Disappointment. Oh wow, it did. Okay, I think FTM's gonna go up from here. It actually followed the squiggly exactly. Interesting. But yeah, no, I think we're definitely gonna move up to retest the 167, 168 area.
Yo, Marathon, I'll do that one for you, man. That's you're gonna mention the TBTs, bro, and I'll mention the one that's correlated with that one as well. Yikes. QTIM is down, bro. QTIM is hurting, but it's over the weekly 20 SMA finally, so that's good. Volume's picking up. Let's check out its little counterpart.
Guppy.
Yikes.
What is Guppy?
Guppy is a counterpart for that one. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's related to Qtum.
Is it like gas to Neo kind of?
Sort of. Something
Okay.
like that. Yeah, Qtum's getting some volume for the last couple days. I don't know what's up with that one. Let's check one last thing with them to be safe.
When Bitcoin is looking so flaky, is it better to trade against the USDT pair? As if Bitcoin drops 5% and your alt stops out too, it's a much bigger loss. Yeah, like a lot of traders, they'll put their stop on the USDT pairing instead. That's one way to play it. So I'd say yes. UAs?
Give me just a moment. I'll answer that. It's a good question.
Do I still have Doge bags? Jackson, to be honest, I cut my Doge bag like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Yeah, I got impatient.
All right, so they're still updating their stuff. So Qtum definitely looks like it's still moving because it's very, very depressing to go to a coin and see that their last update was a couple months ago when the price was going up. But looks like Qtum is releasing constant reports. So definitely one to watch at this point. I mean, if you want to become an investor or a community member, what time better to do it than now than way, way later? Let me go back to it one last time for you. We'll get Apollo next.
Do you want to go on the USDT pair?
I don't think this one matters too much on the USDT pair, but we will do it. Yeah, this one doesn't matter on the USDT pair. I mean, you can if you want, but I wouldn't recommend this one. Yeah, I mean, these levels are so low. I mean,
How many
I
times
wouldn't.
have we heard that?
Yeah, I mean, but if you want to start picking up a bag, because I know they have stuff. I'm just saying, if anybody wants to go the investor route, now's the time to do it. If you think Bitcoin's going to be picking up in the next year or two, I hope you have a layering strat, but this is how I would do it. All right, for the guy who was asking, when BTC is looking so flaky, is it better to trade against USDT pair as if Bitcoin drops 5% and your alt stop out too? It's a much bigger loss. You shouldn't. So let me go to Bitcoin.
Drop the free alpha ace.
Nah, I'm just curious about. So define when you mean flaky.
Weak.
Okay, so I don't want you to take it as I'm being mean to you. I'm just asking you these questions just because I'm trying to understand. So when you mean flaky, is it because the price action is unreadable, or is it because the price action is doing something like this where you don't understand what's going on and you're not 100% sure where it's going to be going? If that's what you mean, then you probably shouldn't be in the trade. I would rather you be flat or be with the trend and go short. I wouldn't. And if you're in alts, it depends on your. When it's getting flaky is when you're supposed to be deciding to get out of those alts or realize where your stops are being placed in the alts or if they're worth it. Like the other day, any alts that I bought that barely popped up, I got out of everything. I mean, the ones that I got super low, I had trailing stops on them for profit, and the other ones I just left alone because I got them so dirt cheap. Like my XTZ, I left that alone. So if it's something flaky like this and you don't know, I would probably say go short or stay flat and wait until it's something comfortable with you. Because for me, this isn't flaky. This wick shows right here, hey, this shit's short until it starts clearing higher levels. So I just want to understand a little bit more about what you're meaning. And you wouldn't really trade against the pair. You would either go one way or the other. But that's me. I mean, I'm different. I have a different answer and a different approach to things.
You're a unique snowflake ace.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna be heading out in like 5 minutes. I would say you go ahead and definitely continue your stream.
Yeah, no, I got things to do as well. So in the next 5 minutes, guys, if you have any questions, just drop it in chat. Are y'all short on Tezos? I'm not. I think Ace is looking along. Don't want to speak for you though.
Yeah, I've been flipping it. I haven't had a chance to. So right now I'm in a short, but I'm looking to flip long, like you said. Like right now, this is the thing with Tezos. Posted this yesterday. We double topped yesterday, and we've been going down, but the price has been compressing so much that it's like, well, I don't really know if I want to short too much longer. So if Bitcoin drops a little bit more, awesome, then my short's active. But if at any point it looks like it's going to be crossing this line up over here, and this open interest doesn't end up breaking under 500K, I'm probably going to get out and go long.
Yeah, fundamentals change, prices change. Interesting. But yeah, guys, all that to say is stop investing in scams.
Unless you can manage your risk.
Yeah, unless you can manage your risk and what you're putting in isn't your life savings.
Yeah, and your children's funds.
And your children's funds. Especially if you're in the States. In school's like $100,000 by the time you're 18. Like a lot of weddings, a lot of partnerships have broken up because of...
He said where it's looking bearish and it's volatile. Yeah, so you should still be able to judge that as a trader. So you should be able to judge where it is because the volatile part, it hasn't really been that much, at least for me. I mean, I don't think, like, just going off the daily, just want to give you an example of what I mean. Like, this isn't really exactly choppy to me, or what was the word you said? This isn't exactly volatile for me. I mean, yeah, the swings are nice and all, but if I go in trade, these are very sudden wicks and things like that. So, I mean, this is way better for me. It's something like this where it's just constantly going down. So I wouldn't really say it's too volatile like crazy, but bearish for sure. I mean, the trend's been bearish for a while, so you could always end up shorting every pump. I mean, that's another one way of looking at it. If it never ends up breaking any higher high, any pump that's not a higher high, just short the heck out of it. That's been like a great thing over here. No higher high break here, no higher high break here, no higher high break here, no here, no.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I don't know, that's a really more in-depth question. If you want to DM me, we can talk more about it. But
yeah, someone asked me if I'm still bullish on Raven. Thing is, like, now is not the time to be bearish, considering we're back at support. Did a fucking little fake out too.
You said that nice. It is right on support.
You know what I mean? Like, plus these wicks show clear demand. I mean, nothing's for sure, but this is not where you want to be selling. Not to say it can't go lower, but I mean, historically speaking, this is
the bottom.
It's pretty
looks
low.
Like it.
What?
Yeah, this looks pretty like the bottom, like maybe 250 at the lowest, but this looks good.
Yeah, I mean, we still have yeah. That fake out though was brutal, where it closed back above that descending trend line resistance and then broke back down and then just dumped alongside all the IOs. Painful times. Fuck, there's this dude who DM'd me. He had like 50 grand in one Harmony, and he was trading it based off other people. And he's like, what should I do? Yada yada yada. I'm like, bro, like, don't act like. I do not want to be responsible for anyone's money. That's why I never opened a pay group, and that's why I can't answer questions like this. But what I did do is I posted a chart for it, and like, hopefully he followed it or at least took some profit, because right now this shit's way below his entry. I think his entry was like 82, 83 sats, and it rode all the way up to 110, 113. But from there, I mean, with no stop, that shit went to 64 sats in one candle. Insanity. So yeah, guys. And plus it sounded to me like he was over leveraged. He had too much money. He didn't know what he was doing. So it's like, be smart. It's your money. It's your life. But if you're counting on this money for something, don't be a greedy fuck. It's really not worth it. Do you actually look at fundamentals or only at charts? I look at both. I think fundamentals are a good way to predict future price movement. It's not a sure thing, but I think I think it's smarter to look at everything. I think, avoiding or completely ignoring one side of the coin is pretty stupid, especially when narratives are what run the space. Yeah. You, Ace?
I was actually just interacting with people in the chat, so I was not listening.
That's all good, bro. But yeah, guys, Ace and I obviously want to thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. What time is your stream tonight, Ace?
The official one is at 9 o'clock, but you guys will probably want to watch my Twitter. I'll probably have something a little special planned for you guys. So, yeah, definitely stay tuned.
Very cool. So everyone, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you guys as always, and we'll catch you soon. Peace.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.